I love working on different technologies. Currently, I'm working on a full stack development project. Actually, I do coding in
No, I
Java.
am just asking you very basic question. I am not diving deep into file handling, ASCII to
Acha,
integer
I told,
function.
yeah. I created with the help of the we have an ordered list and list.
A Jogadu table, not a प्रॉपर टेबल ओके सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज मैं आपका रेज्यूम देख के ना रिजेक्ट कर देता नीचे देखते ही नहीं ऊपर ही देख के रिजेक्ट कर देता हेलो आकांक्षा गुड मॉर्निंग हाउ आर यू
Very good morning, sir. I'm very much fine.
ओके कुड यू प्लीज इंट्रोड्यूस योरसेल्फ
Yeah. So my name is Akansha Khandelwal. I currently am pursuing Master in Computer Applications from USICT Delhi. I DGSS IPU main campus, which is one of the top 5 engineering colleges in Delhi. I have done my bachelor's in physical sciences with computer science from Maitri College, Delhi University. And basically, I am a technology enthusiast and I love working on different technologies. Like, I have made projects on React, and currently I'm working on a full stack development project, which it is not yet completed, but I'm working on its backend. And I've also published a research paper on mobile cloud computing in my first semester. And in this semester, I'm working on blockchain. So,
ओके
yeah.
ओके Akansha, one more thing I want to ask you is about your family background. How is your family background? Like, how many siblings you are, and what is the occupation of your parents?
Okay. Okay, so basically, I am born and brought up in Delhi, but my native place is Rajasthan, basically Bharatpur and Jaipur side. And my brother is in bank. He's a PO in BOI, and my father is a chemist. And my
Okay.
mother is like she take home tuitions. So yeah.
Okay. So, is there anyone in your family, in your blood relation family, immediate family, who belongs to any government sector job?
Yeah, my brother, na, he is a banking officer. Officer,
So, is
PO.
there any possibility of job transferring? Like in many government jobs, it happens that if the job can be transferred to any sibling or daughter and son.
But he's my brother, so I don't think so. It happens in like
No, there are
uh,
many government organizations where they even allow siblings for the same. That's why it's very important to be clear about how fast you are gonna leave the company, right?
oh,
Okay, so straight away let us start from the technical stuff. In your resume, you have mentioned that you are familiar with C, C++, Java, JavaScript, HTML, CSS, Node, and React. Okay. Suppose any variable stored in a static memory. So, what is the
yeah.
lifetime of that variable?
Till that function ends, like till that function is working.
Okay. So,
It's very easy.
uh, does a variable stored in static memory depends on function? I'm repeating again. A variable stored in static memory.
Achha, sorry, I didn't listen to the question. Variable stored in
Static
static.
memory. What is the
Static.
lifetime of that variable?
So till the whole program ends.
Okay, so it's very important to listen it carefully. Suppose we have a number. Let us suppose I've entered a number 46. Now this is an integer value, numeric value. Now I need to convert that into a string. Suppose in any program I need to take input as a string. Now this 46 should directly be converted into a string. So there is a inbuilt function in C language. Do you have any idea about that?
C language.
Yeah.
No, sir. I have written in my resume also that I'm familiar with it. I'm not like into deep into it. I have done actually I do coding in
No, I
Java.
am just asking you very basic question, right? I am not diving deep into file handling and preprocessor directives and all. These are just very basic question. When you study string, this should be in your mind that there is a function called ATOI, ASCII to
Acha,
integer
I told,
function.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So you enter any number and it will give you the string format of that
All
particular number.
format of the
Okay.
string.
No issue. One very simple question. You are very familiar with C, so very basic question. Suppose in my program I have used n is equals to n plus plus in one place, and on the other place I have used n is equals to n plus one. What do you think? Which will execute faster, or is it that both will execute at the same time?
Plus one.
Both takes basically same time to execute, or is it like n is equals to n plus 1 will execute faster, or n plus plus will execute faster?
I would say n plus plus.
Okay, so you are just guessing. No issue. Is it always possible to increment or decrement a pointer variable?
Always possible to increment or a decrement.
A pointer variable?
Yes, you can do it, like, but increment decrement would be in the sense ki you will, like, if I have to
No, I
explain.
just want yes or no type answer. Is it always possible to increment or decrement a pointer variable?
Not always it is possible, no.
So it's not possible always. So you might be having some exceptional cases in your mind. So could you please tell me what are the exceptional cases where we cannot increment or decrement a pointer variable?
Increment or decrement of pointer variable. um like, I know. Huh. Where, like, when you are using the array part. So in this
Exactly.
array, that in that you cannot do a plus plus because it will change the base address of that.
Base
And
address of array. Yes, 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 exactly. Very good. I just want to come on that point only. Um, Suppose we declare a pointer of any type, whether it is of white type or any type. You know that there are different data types assigned to a pointer. So we declare a pointer of any type and we assign a value 0 to it. For example, I have assigned some data type and I have named a pointer as ptr, and I write it ptr is equals to 0. So will it become a null pointer, or we have to write specifically ptr is equals to null keyword?
null keyword.
So writing it a 0 will not make it a null pointer. Okay,
No.
okay, okay. What are basically null pointers?
Null pointers is a that pointer, like, which is not assigned, or which is not pointing to a particular variable. So that is a null pointer in which you are assigning null. So basically, like, okay, fine, like, I don't want to elaborate it more. You want me to elaborate it more, so I can
No, no, no.
also.
I'm comfortable with it. Uh, I want to ask one more thing, right? When we are talking about pointers, what is a dangling pointer?
Yeah, so I was coming to that point only. So dangling pointer is basically a pointer when, like, like it like, there's a situation like it is pointing to someone, referring to some object, and now we deleted that object. So now it remains in the memory, but the object to which it is pointing, and we have deleted that. So then that is the case of dangling pointer. So to escape from it, we assign the null pointer to it so that it doesn't create
Okay,
that.
so we have a dangling pointer. We have assigned some address.
Yeah.
Now that memory location is deallocated. Now we have that pointer variable, but this is not pointing to its actual address. Now this is the point. This is a problem with dangling pointer,
Yeah, huh.
right? So how can we overcome this problem?
By assigning null to it.
Okay, by assigning null to it, or we can even use free uh, keyword,
Free.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So the pointers are basically not present in Java and
Yeah.
the language which are introduced after Java. So what was basically the problem with pointer, right? Such a beautiful concept introduced by Dennis Ritchie in C. What was basically the problem with pointers? So Java strictly avoids it.
Problem as such, it wasn't there, but yeah, the dangling pointer problem which I told it, the problem, like in cpp, when you're going with the copy constructor concept, it can create a problem there. So
Okay.
Java just excludes everything of all that sort, and Java has the concept of reference variable, because when you're using pointers in every case, somewhat it makes, if you don't have a proper understanding of it, then it makes your code quite complicated sometimes when you're writing large code base.
Okay.
So
Okay.
things
Okay.
become very difficult to understand.
And one more thing I want to ask: is there any security issues also with pointers?
Security issues, yes, there are.
For
And
example.
for example, like since you are directly in control of your hardware, so things can get deleted. And there is one more situation, like if we don't forget to free our pointer, because everything we have to do it manually. Java has the garbage connector concept, but in C we don't have. So it can lead to a situation, there's a thing ki वो like वो बनाता ही जाता है, and then it's a overflow condition, something memory becomes full. I
Yeah.
don't know the exact.
See, this leads to memory. Uh, what to say, right? Like there are a lot of memory which are not assigned to anything, but these memories are still occupied by addresses. So this was dangling pointer. But see, whenever we do anything as a parent also, the primary goal should be the security basically. So the main reason of eliminating pointer was everything was secondary. The main reason was we even can access the operating system functions using pointers if directly we have the access to it, right? So
Mhm.
we do not want that to happen, and for the same reason the pointers was removed. What is the full form of STL,
Standard template library.
and what is the use of it?
Basically I'm using Java, so I know the analogy part of it. Ki, like in Java, we use the library frame, library functions of Java. Like we have array list and all. So analogy to it is vectors.
Okay. You have mentioned that you have solved 300 plus problems on various coding platforms like Lead Code, HackerRank, etc. So
Hmm.
I just want to ask a very very basic question. I want to make a program. I am giving you a time, right? I am giving you hours and minutes, and I want to find the angle between the analog version of the clock between the hour and minute hand. Suppose I give you time as, for example, um, maybe 1 p.m. or 1 a.m., whatever it is. So the angle between the hour and minute hand is 30 degrees there,
Huh.
right? So I give you hour and minute,
Yeah.
or I give you basically a time as input. You have to find the angle between them. I
Yeah.
just want a rough logic about it. I don't want the exact code.
Yeah. So I'll tell you. So the angle between the two hour and the minute hand is, we can do it with the number theory concept. Like in the while studying for this only, we were studying the reasoning concept, and therein there was a formula. Actually, now I don't remember the formula, but I will use that formula. Like I'll see on the internet, and then I'll apply it.
Okay, okay, fair enough. And suppose I have a 100 number, the formula is 30h minus 11 by 2m. Suppose I have 100 numbers in my array, right? And ranging from 1 to 100. And I want to list down all the duplicate numbers and with their respective frequencies. Once
Yeah.
again, I repeat, I have 1 to 100, positions basically.
Hmm.
I have 100 positions, and in the position, I can input any number from 1 to 100, right? Now I have 100 numbers which are in the range of 1 to 100 positions. You have to list down which number occurs for what frequency. For example, I might have used number 1 7 times. I have used number 99 18 times. Now how is this possible? I just basically want to create not exactly a table, but in tabular format.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I understood
you,
your question very well.
yeah, you can write the
So
logic in Java, but you can use HTML for the front end part of the displaying and all. But I just
I
want the naive logic for that,
yeah.
basically.
So let me tell you, I do it with the help of the hash maps concept. So what I'll do is, I'll create the hash map. I'll put it like the put function, and if it's matching, like if it's coming first time, I will give it one, and if it's occurring multiple times, I'll increase that frequency and then put it again. So with the help of the hash map concepts, it will be done.
Why hash map was introduced?
Hash map was introduced for these problems only. Like it requires space, but you can solve time complexity, like increases at like a very
Order
drastic
of one,
or over
maybe.
one. That's what I've seen.
Okay, 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 okay. Okay, few oops concept I want to ask. Very simple.
Hmm.
You might be aware of the different features of object oriented programming, right? method overloading, maybe operator overloading, virtual function, function overriding. So I've listed down these four things: method overloading, operator overloading, virtual function, and function overloading. So
Hmm.
you might have studied about 4 to 5 features of OOPS. So which features and catch these: method overloading, operator overloading, virtual function, and function overloading?
First was method overloading.
Yeah. Method overloading, operator overloading, virtual
Can I
function,
write
and
it like
function overloading.
like let like write it on my notepad only.
Yeah, yeah.
If
You can
okay.
write it: method overloading, operator overloading.
1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Notepad. Yeah, method overloading,
Operator overloading,
operator overloading,
virtual functions, and function overriding.
virtual functions. Okay, virtual functions.
There are many features of OOPS. You might have heard about them: abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, and all. So, which feature is this? Which feature and catch all these, properties?
Hmm. So method overloading is polymorphism.
Yeah.
Basically, it is specifically if I it's compile time polymorphism.
Okay.
Operator overloading, which is specifically done in C++, not in Java. It is not in Java. It is also like I know what it is. I think so. It is also kind of polymorphism only. Like plus, we can use it for like normal adding numbers, and then we're using for objects also. So yeah,
Okay.
virtual functions basically, yeah, virtual functions is a concept which is in C++, not in C. Sorry, not in Java. So virtual function also implements like function runtime polymorphism in C++. So function
Okay.
overriding. So these all are like various forms in which we can implement polymorphism of one or the other from either compile time or runtime.
Okay. One very simple question I want to ask is, you are very good at competitive coding, but most of the competitive coders prefer Python as their language because it's quite easy and much simple in terms of interface as compared to Java. So why haven't you chosen Python as your uh, basically coding language?
Actually, since I'm going to industry and industry may we use Java only. Like Java is like a god of all the languages. We can use it in like for backend for like backend purpose and for creating like we have so many features like swings and we have handlers, event handlers. Python has it, but it is not up to that level. So
Okay.
that's why.
Which sorting algorithm you mainly use?
I know like all of them like
But
mainly use.
in while doing coding, everyone might have some favorite sorting algorithm, and every time you tend to apply that.
Hmm. Okay, let me answer it very quickly. I basically use the standard library function, it's arrays.sort. So I
Okay.
don't use it. But if you ask me about sorting algorithm, which is best for which, that I know.
Okay. Can you please explain me the scenarios where linked list can be used over arrays?
Linked list can be used over arrays. When you have like in arrays data, you cannot delete it if you've made it.
No,
Linked
I
list may.
don't want to ask the difference between these two. I already know. I just want to know about the situations where you can prefer linked list over array. Suppose you are working on one of my project,
It's a
and
practical.
and yeah, and we are deciding over which data structure should we use. So it's very important that you know where to use a linked list and where to use arrays.
Yes, yes. So, practical implementation we can use in that situation where we have to uh, like we can delete the data easily and we can add the data easily in that sort of things and like for example one practical example right now coming in my mind of the doubly link list like if we want to go back and if we want to like previous and next ke liye we can use the doubly link list ka concept So it is
Okay. Okay.
much better.
Okay, fair enough. You have also mentioned DBMS as your subject, so you might be familiar with SQL queries, as it is also a very useful tool for industries. So, what is the
Yes.
difference between delete and truncate command?
So delete and truncate command. Truncate is a DDL command, and delete is a
I
DML
am
command.
asking about the utilities.
Yeah, I'm telling you, telling you.
Yeah, yeah.
The first is so truncate may basically you delete all the all the table, but the schema remains. And in delete, you delete that specific row. Like you delete that specific row. Truncate may there are some changes in the schema, but overall back you have something remaining. Like I'm not able to.
So, you are saying delete is basically used for deleting the schema.
No,
Then,
no. Truncate is used.
okay, truncate is used to delete the schema, and delete
स्कीमा
is
नहीं,
used.
डिलीट स्कीमा नहीं, डिलीट स्कीमा इज रॉन्ग, डिलीट स्कीमा तो ड्रॉप टेबल हो जाएगा. Truncate is basically deleting the whole table without affecting the schema part.
Okay, and
And
delete
delete is like if you want to delete a particular row, मतलब
and
delete a particular tuple. ऐसे
drop,
drop से we will remove everything, like
alter,
the whole table, the schema, everything.
alter.
Alter command we can make. Can I give you explain it by an example?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So like I have created a student table, and in that I've made the roll number, and now I have to increase like I have to increase the like varchar size. I've given 100, and if I want to change that like schema part, I've given now I have to give 1000. So for that
Okay.
I need to alter command.
I just want to ask little bit about your project, but before that, yeah, one. I'm little interested in knowing about your HTML, CSS, Node.js, and React part.
Yes.
How many type of headings does HTML contain?
Headings.
Yeah, to make any project look good for any front end development, it's very
Acha,
important to use different type of headings, right?
6.
Six, okay. H1, H2, H3, H4,
Yes, yes.
H5, and H6. Okay. One very interesting question for you. Suppose I've written my body, right, in HTML, and now I wish to convert that entire body into tabular form, right? One is the traditional way which you can follow. The second is HTML offers a very precious command using which the entire body automatically gets converted into tabular form, and it's a very popular command.
I don't remember. I haven't used it in my project. I've used just the
Okay,
order list and like OLLI and all
but
those.
whenever you write HTML you have to learn it, because presentation in the form of tables plays a very important role. By the way, how you create table and manage in HTML?
Create table and manage an HTML. So basically, sir, I created with the help of the we have an order list and list.
Okay, but that is called as what to say, the jogadu table, not a proper table. Okay. Anyways, one more thing I want to ask. You have mentioned networking in your subject. Suppose I type www.google.com and press enter. In the front end, what happens? I know a interface called Google will be opened, a search engine will be opened, and you can search anything which you require. I'm interested in knowing the backend part, behind the scene, what is happening. As soon as you type www.google.com, how is the networking part happening? How the packets are transferred and all that in a little detail,
So whenever I type www.google.com,
including if
I
you remember, including the protocols, if possible. The
okay,
what all protocols are used in, and how does this basically take place?
okay. Can I start?
Yeah, yeah.
So whenever we type www.google.com, it's basically a URL. It gets transferred to the DNS server. DNS server, what it does is it identifies like this request is related to its server. So it assigns, it gives an IP address, and then when we are provided with the IP address, we go to that respected server. We go there and we request it, and then The server processes it, and then it gives back the response. So
Okay.
if it's like if it's okay, then you get a 200 successful wala, and if it's not, then you get error like 404. मतलब ऐसे कुछ होता है.
So where the packets are transferred, basically the location.
Packets are
It it
transferred.
it it, it will be two-way process, na. One, the packet will be sent to server, right, and from there the response will be sent to our local system,
Hmm.
and there will be a number of routers before coming to local system. It will come to your common host, and from that it will come to your local system. Anyways, one more thing, for the TCS digital profile which you are applying, it's very important to be aware of the latest technologies.
Hmm.
But as per your resume, you have mentioned Node and React. Why not blockchain, machine learning, artificial intelligence, big data, Hadoop?
Yeah, sir. I have currently worked on these only, but yeah, I have published the. So that's what my lacking point is. Actually, I am saying it this interview only, but there I'll not say. Can I say
Okay,
that?
okay. No, no, not now. We'll discuss that later. Uh,
I know
just
that.
basic idea if you have.
I
Do you
know.
know about sampling techniques which are used in data science and artificial intelligence? What are sampling techniques, or why basically sampling techniques are used in data science and machine learning and artificial intelligence?
No, sir, I don't have any idea. I have idea about cloud computing very well, and since I've done research paper on mobile cloud computing, I know cloud computing very well. You can ask me the
Okay.
theory part, and I've also
But you have not mentioned that in your resume, cloud
sir,
computing.
I will do it. I will do it. Those
Okay,
things I
okay,
have to do it.
okay, okay. Fair enough.
Blockchain also.
Straight away, moving to your projects. Could you please tell me something about your projects?
So first project which I've made is a is a movie app which is based on React JS. Like basically, if you're a movie buff and if you want to keep all of the movies which are of all the different genres like English, Korean, Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, and everything of that sort, so you can put it. You have this one stop destination. There like this I have chose this project because I'm a very great movie buff and I love to watch movies. So if I have this in a one place, then it'll be very easy. Then it'll be very easy to
So it's
handle.
basically you have created a separate search engine sort of thing for movies, if I'm
So
not wrong.
it's a front end project. I'm not related to back end.
Yeah, yeah. I just want to ask that whenever it's a very challenging task to search for movies, right? Especially in their respective languages, basically.
Hmm.
So in your project, if I search for a movie, I'll get it. Is it this, or I'll just get the details about the movie?
So you'll get the movie. You can put it. I have also added a favorite section which you can add in your favorite movies. And this I've done with the help of the routing concept. I've also introduced the pagination concept in there with which we can just like switch on to different pages. And and I fetched all the data and everything with the help of the TMDV API with the help of the
Okay.
H0.get.
So is it an individual project or a group project?
So it's an individual project.
Okay. And what about the other two projects which you have mentioned?
Yeah, so that's a Google Drive project. So I have made a customized Google Drive like thing with the help of the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Sir, I have deployed all the like projects on Netlify. You can see it also.
Okay, yeah, yeah. One very simple thing which I want to ask is, um, in your college, you have studied, BSc, then you are pursuing MCA. Uh, what are the problems that you have faced as an individual, maybe in the education sector or in the infrastructure part, or maybe any problem which your college is having, and if you are given a chance, you'll certainly try to resolve that particular problem, if
Okay,
there's any. You
so
have gone to college, or it's like full time COVID scene?
No, no. My graduation one was like full time only. Then I had a 2 years job, which I mentioned in there also because I was preparing. I also wanted to go into government sector, MEA. So, but things didn't turn out. So I've turned
But
into that.
you have not mentioned about your 2 years work experience.
So actually, that thing I don't know about, and that thing I want to consult it with you. How to put it that way.
Okay, okay, okay. We'll discuss about it. Yeah, continue.
Yeah, so the thing which I want to change is, since I belong to a girls college, so in my like there was what you call uh
Please don't say I want to create a system where boys can enter in my college.
no, so
Yeah, yeah.
washrooms were not that clean. So this is a
Okay,
problem which I want to tell to management, that these are the things. And one thing was in our canteen, like those people didn't use like those were not sanitized. So this the thing I have done with my like college mate. And since I was the CR of my class and the head of my department, so I went in there and complained to ma'am that ma'am, things aren't clean. So principal ma'am took action, and then after that all of the employees in the canteen started wearing gloves and that hair mask.
okay.
Yeah, so
Great, great.
this is something which I.
I just basically want to ask, is there any software related problem maybe in your locality or in your college? Not exactly software related to problem, or the problem which Akansha Khandelwal can solve using programming or using any project, any problem that your family, your relatives, your locality, maybe your state or city, or maybe your college is facing, which as a software engineer, it's very important to think in that way.
Hmm.
Yeah, this is the problem, and I just want to resolve it using the concept which I have learned basically.
Hmm. So actually, as of now, our college doesn't have this on. Yeah, huh. In our college, since we are how to put it? Okay, so we have this system like alumni and all are connected, like juniors and seniors. So there's not a like if a newbie comes. So if he wants to access question papers and all, so we don't have it at one place. So I want to make a portal wherein like year wise we have everything, and it's a website, like you can go there and you can access it. Like this is the problem which I faced in real. I was asking for seniors keep give me question papers of internals or intern, but they didn't have it. They just randomly whatever they had it in their computer and send me. So there was a problem which I actually faced, and now when my juniors will come, they will also ask me, did you tell me? But I don't have it, so I have started working on also that. Like Abhi, I am not at that level. I've started creating a website, but Dropbox pay I am like maintaining for them. So this is,
Okay,
and in
okay.
the future I'll solve it.
See, whenever I also as a HR, my first preference is to serve for my company, and then the second preference is to serve for the country, or for the rest of the people. So wherever you are working, the most important thing is to resolve the problem of that particular place. For example, when in my btech I made the project, the only purpose was not to make a great project, not to get selected in an IT company. The sole purpose was to contribute something to my college before leaving. So you are a 2023 graduate, you have a very great skill. I personally want that you do something for your college, that this problem gets resolved. Okay, so moving ahead, I just want to know about your training and all the achievements which you have mentioned in the resume.
Yeah, so I have done like a code, training in web development and coding from Pep Coding Education Private Limited. So I have done level. I finished the foundation course of it, in which therein involves 300 lead code questions, and I've done projects. I've completed the front end and back end. It's like I told you that actually due to like beach mein there was a corona situation coming in, and my sir got corona, so the course lagged behind. So we are working on backend only, backend as of now. So that part was remaining. So I have learned all of that things from there only.
Okay. And coming to your achievements.
So,
The
I mean,
achievements
so
which
I
you have
have scored.
mentioned.
Yeah, so I have scored like 1,092 rank in the NIMSET examinations, uh, among 30,000 plus candidates, because of which I got USICT. And then I've been the technical coordinator in the Department of Computer Science in Maitri College, and I've conducted like many fests, like Maitri is like the main fest which happens, Rhapsody. I've been the main event head for like for like 2 years. I've been contributing there. So I had made two sponsorships also,
Okay.
and in like as of now, I am the TNP co-PR head. So I talk with HRs and bring in companies. So as of now, I've brought four companies to our college. So like there's Incido, there's like many others like Mama Earth also has come, and
Okay.
done.
One more thing I want to ask. You are a training and placement coordinator. You talk to different companies. So, which all companies you have contacted recently?
Okay, so it's Mama Earth, it's Udan.com.
Okay.
Uh, there is Dunzo,
Okay.
Dunzo. I've been talking to my senior who's in Google. He's a software engineer in Google. So we are trying to bring in Google to our college. So, but as of now, we are working on it. And
What is the tagline of Mama Earth?
Mama Earth is basically
Tagline.
tagline. I don't know, but I know how it's incepted, like inception of how it became.
Whenever company makes a tagline, it's just if anyone wants to know about that company in just 2 to 3 words about the
Okay.
special quality, for the same the company makes tagline, right? So you are trying to bring any company to your college, and you even do not know the tagline. It's a bit strange. Okay, you want a job in my company TCS, so what is the tagline of TCS?
Tagline of TCS,
It's written in the website in front. You might have visited TCS website at least if you want to get
yeah,
a job
I
in my
visited,
company.
and I visited all their services in which sector they are providing, and I know all the things.
These are
I
secondary. The most important thing is the tagline of TCS. You'll
tagline,
get
I
an
like
ID card. There also the tagline will be mentioned.
serving nation. I said
No, no, no. Okay,
no, but I
not an issue.
know. I visited. I've read the whole thing. But then I missed out there.
Okay, in your BCA, in which semester, BSc, sorry, which semester you scored maximum marks?
First semester only.
First semester. Can you please tell the semester subject names of the first semester?
First semester.
You have
Mm,
scored maximum marks, so you might
it
be
might
knowing the subject names at least.
Let me remember. There was programming,
Okay,
solving.
forget about the best experience. Generally, people do not remember. In which semester you scored the least marks?
That I know. 6.5 in because I wasn't well. I had pot spines, so I was
Okay.
bedridden for like 3 to 4 months.
So, which all were the semester subjects in that?
Wave and optics for physics. Uh, the algebra subject, which includes uh, real analysis part, which comes in group theory ऐसे ही कुछ था. And or instrumentation uh, was the subject, and English or
Your biggest weakness, which you don't want anyone to have.
being too detailed and being too helpful. Sometimes it backfires. मतलब too detailed in doing work,
Your
because
real weakness, I'm asking.
real
This
weakness
is
is being
this
too
is the
helpful.
one you are prepared for interview. The weakness should look as a strength, but we are very smart. We want a real weakness.
Okay, real weakness is of being too helpful only. I don't know how to say no. If a person asks me help, and even if that's not required, he can do it himself. But if he has asked me, I'll help it out. So that's the real weakness which I have.
Okay. Suppose your manager have given you some project and the deadline is too close and you're working on that project. But manager says, Akansha, please do help me in this small task which I am in need of someone who can help me. So what will you do?
And
You have
I'm
just
also a
one
lawyer.
choice, either to help or to submit your project on before deadline.
So since it's my weakness, I would choose it, but I shouldn't choose it. I should focus on my project only. But
But both are related to manager, and you cannot, argue with manager,
so what I'll do
because
is
he is the one who is going to give you appraisals and all.
yeah. So this is my second weakness. Also, I forgot to mention, I work like hard even at the stake of my health, and which is very bad. So I will
Okay.
work double to like compensate both and to do the work. So this is
Okay.
kind of weakness of mine. Like I compromise my
Okay.
health.
What are your long term goals? Like, not I'm not asking about 10 or 15 years. After at least 20 years, where do you see yourself personally and professionally?
Okay, personally and professionally. First comes professionally. I want to become like first like in initial years. I want to just gain experience in development and new technologies, and like uh, yeah, do that, and like and then contributing towards the growth of my company. And then after that years, I
Growth
also
of same company, or the company, or some different company?
same company only, sir.
Okay.
uh, yeah. And I also, since I've acquired so much knowledge and I love teaching, so then I also want to like teach the new trainees which have come, and
Okay.
also
We,
want to
we, we do offer you digital package. The current salary is 7 lakh. After 20 lakhs, your salary will be around,
20 lakhs.
sorry, 7 lakhs. The current salary is 7 lakhs, and after 20 years,
Right.
we'll be paying you around 20 to 25 lakhs on an average. Some other company is offering you 1 crore package. What will you do?
Oh,
Will you ditch us, or will you stick to your principles which you just said, not even 2 minutes, 1 minute before, that
sir, I
your
will
long term goal is to
yeah,
serve a company? Yeah.
serve your company, but if I will ask them that have been working for so many years, like I should ask for a hike. Like so this like all these companies are giving me so much, you can like this is
Okay,
my
you negotiate with us, we'll give you 50 lakhs. Now what?
okay. So 50 lakhs. So since loyalty also comes in place, and loyalty is also a very important thing, so I'll be into my company only.
Okay. And as a fresher, 7 lakh, or any company with 10 lakh, what you will do? Our 7 lakh, or any company with 10 lakh or maybe 15 lakhs, what you will do?
So since I am very passionate towards your company, like I like the services which you're providing, the problems which you're solving, like in the banking sector, you have the banks, like TCS bank software, and like in the healthcare sector, especially your ad software, and the iron digital zone problem. Like I've been into SSC, and I've seen there are a lot of cheating problem. Like after the introduction of TCS into the SSC zone, that problem has resolved, so you're resolving major issue, and like the future of students is in your hands only, indirectly or indirectly, because you don't let all these things happen. So I would prefer that.
Okay. Um, why do you want to um, join our company and not any similar company, right? And you just now mentioned that you want to call Google in your college. So suppose Google comes and recruit you, then?
Google comes and recruit you, so because Google is a foreign company and TCS is an Indian company, it was developed by
So
JRD.
why do you want to call a foreign company in your college? If you want to promote patriotism, then ideally you should not call it, because if it comes,
So
not you or maybe some other Akansha will get placed and will serve
yeah,
foreign
because
company.
I am a patriotic, maybe no, not other person is patriotic as me, so he wants to go
Okay,
into
I am
Google, maybe the other
patriotic.
person.
I am patriotic. I love my country. But why do every nationalist and patriotic person keeps on spreading the nationality? Why not they become self-centered?
Why not they become self-centered?
Yeah, you are saying no, you are patriotic,
No,
uh,
no, I
but
will
everyone.
because like you said, like you won't leave TCS. So because of this of the services which is providing, and it's one of the like biggest MNCs, like second largest MNCs, and it's like turnover is like I will say $50 billion something. I don't know the exact figures. So it's a greatest MNC and like one of the first MNCs of India. So working in there is a privilege to me.
Okay. Okay, two, three more questions. I just want to put you in a situation. Uh, do you have any interest in cricket?
No.
Not at all. Okay. Do you have a good decision making ability?
Yeah, decent.
Any example to quote that?
Good decision making. Um, as of now, decision making. Um, I'll
Okay,
think, but I don't
let me
remember.
check.
Hmm.
Um, Suppose you are a team lead, and in your team you have a wonderful coder. Everyone is like, काशी हमारी टीम में होता. It's like this. Okay. But the problem with that guy is he misbehaves with females.
Okay.
Now you are a project lead. You cannot let go of this guy because ultimately
He's
everyone wants promotion. Everyone wants to serve their company. Everyone wants their projects done on time. So, how are you going to deal with this situation?
okay. So since he is like he's like misbehaving and his demeanor is not that good, I'll do is I'll put the CCTV cameras in there. So I will monitor him and I'll warn him that you wouldn't do it.
Okay, you warn him. He won't listen. He says, "Give me my notice period." Okay, I'm leaving the company. I have many offers,
Hmm.
and no company wants their employee to leave until and unless they are poor with their technical skills or very poor at behavior.
So, sir, I'll lure him with money. Like if he's getting that package, I will also give him that hike and like will.
But what about the female candidates in your office? They won't feel safe.
But I will take it at a particular level. But if but he will but if he's
Okay,
exceeding that, I will remove him.
I am checking your decision making ability. Can we do something like he is also working in our company? He's also serving us, and the problem also gets resolved. See, decision making is not about going to either one extremity. Okay, I'll compromise with women's security, or I'll compromise with this guy and let him go. Decision making is like you have to take optimal decision that both of the things go in balance.
Yeah, so I can make this like since we have like many offices like my company is very big. I can make him transfer into different office.
Females are there in every TCS office.
uh, I will provide him a separate cabin where he will no one disturb.
Why not work from home for him?
Yeah, work from home. So
This was just very simple solution.
yeah, I didn't get it.
Okay, no issues. One more thing.
Does
You
TCS
are,
not work from home like?
but for some special candidate, they can allow. There's no such problem in that.
Okay.
Um, just one more thing. Again, you are a team lead, and you have just one vacancy left in your team. Now you have to make a choice between two. One is a young person who is excellent at his coding skills. He has newly joined the company and a brilliant coder. The company has been desiring for him since long. The other one who has been in the company for at least 40 years. He is not that good in coding, but his experience can make you all go next level. So, what would you do? But he is not very good in coding, and your project needs a coder. So, what will you do? Out of these two, whom will you choose? Will you go with experience or a fresher with better abilities?
So can I take both?
No, this is not a good decision making ability.
Okay. Okay.
Akansha, we are not hiring you for 1 or 2 years so that we look at your immediate coding abilities. Just remember, we are hiring every of our candidate for a long-term vision. Suppose we want to put them into a management team or a project lead. So apart from coding abilities, he should more importantly have those leadership abilities.
Hmm.
Because if he has leadership abilities, there are a number of coders from whom he can get his work done. This is the
Hmm.
quality of leader,
Yeah.
right?
So, sir, I
So
will take the experienced one, and I will leave that young fresher, because for me, the person's experience counts, and such type of coders I can get all get more also, like, but this
okay, so you are in
experience.
our HR team. Next question: you are in our HR team, and I tell you to hire freshers. But since you are the HR head of TCS, you are the HR head of entire TCS. So fresher hiring you'll stop in TCS because for you experience matters. You'll only hire experienced candidate.
No, no. I will take a combination of, I'll take a balance of both the worlds. I need the experience also, and I need a good coder also, a young talent also, because experienced people, there are 40, 50, 40 age, like, they don't have, like, they have the experience, but the energy or the passion is as
Yeah,
compared
it's
to
not
them.
about energy or passion, it's about the future of our company. If you don't hire young talents, then how they will become leader at their 40s?
Yeah, so that's what I said. I will take the goods of both the world, because both are
Okay.
important.
TCS invest a lot in startups. Can you please name some startups in which we have invested?
Yeah, so there's Tata One MG recently, which in
Okay.
which it is
Okay.
invested.
Okay. And we have recently acquired a aviation company that was very much in news.
Air India
Okay,
again.
great. Do you know anything about that deal or have any knowledge?
Knowledge as in numbers, or like, actually it
And
was going.
numbers or the
Air India
what?
was going down. Like, there was it was in loss. Government couldn't handle it, and government had to pay a lot of loans. So decentralization of that was the only thing we government could do.
Okay. How many employees on an average approximately work in TCS India?
It's about 40,
Very rough figure. 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 lakh, 5 lakh, 6 lakh, 7 lakhs,
6 to 7 lakhs.
6 to 7 lakh. Okay. Out of the 6 to 7 lakhs, I have to select one candidate.
One candidate
W-
out of 6 lakhs.
Yeah. Why I should select Akansha Khandelwal?
So, because I, even if I don't have any skill, I have a learning attitude. So learning attitude matters a lot. Even if you don't acquire skill now, and I'm a great technology enthusiast, and I love to, like, work upon new technologies and all, especially because it's a tech role. So I love to work on new technologies. I have worked on, like, working on MERN as of now, and I've published two research papers. Was the first was on mobile cloud computing, and in this semester I'm doing it on blockchain. So I have great knowledge, and I have also knowledge about the IoT also. So you can also ask me about that. I'm absolutely confident about that. So yeah. So as of now, I'm implementing this, but in future, I'm gonna learn all of the new technologies. And as of AI/ML, which is one of the your main things, and you using in your many products, it is. I'm studying it in my second semester. There's a subject of AI/ML. So with the like lasting of this semester, I would command over it. Like, few algorithms I know, but, like, not at that level.
Okay, okay, Akansha. Where do you basically belong to? Which place?
In Delhi,
Yeah, you are from Delhi, basically, right? Okay, which is the favorite food of Delhi which you like the most?
favorite food of Delhi, which I like the most. I like chole bhature.
Okay, you like chole bhature. What do you do in your free time?
I love cooking.
Okay, who is your biggest inspiration?
Kunal Kapoor.
Okay, hygiene and work. You have to choose one. What would you do?
Hygiene and work. Work as in related to what?
Your job. If you are not able to maintain a healthy lifestyle because of job, what would you do? Would you leave job, or would you prefer job over hygiene?
No, sir.
Because there will be times, because a hell lot of work happens, there will be on calls, and there will be a lot of times where you might have to compromise a bit with your health. So it's very important to tell our employees beforehand. Yeah.
Yeah, so if I'm facing such situations, as I've already told you, this is my weakness, that I do overload myself with work at the stake of
No,
my.
we don't want our employees to
Yeah,
be
I'm coming to that.
single sided. You
I'm
have
coming
to
to that. I'm
make
coming
a
to that.
fine balance between both. Yeah.
So since, because like coming to office, it's a work from office, it requires a lot of time. So in that transportation, lot of time get, like in that commuting, lot of time get wasted. So I would opt my managers that, since I it also requires my health, can I do like a hybrid culture? Some days I'm coming to office and some days it's work from home, so that I can balance out my health also. I can join a gym, like wow, like alternate days I can go to gym, and then it's
Okay.
both are balanced.
Okay. 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 Fair enough, Akansha. It was lovely talking to you. Your result will be commuted soon to
Okay, thank
you
you so
via
much.
email. Okay. Okay, Akansha. So, कैसा रहा एक्सपीरियंस, पहले मैं आपसे पूछना चाहता हूँ.
हाँ, मेरा तो ठीक था, मेरा जिंदगी का पहला इंटरव्यू था, मैंने कभी दिया नहीं है आज तक.
ओके, मतलब आकांक्षा बिफोर दिस मॉक इंटरव्यू एंड आफ्टर दिस मॉक इंटरव्यू.
Like I got to know like many new things. Like I had a 2 year drop. Like how to portrait, I don't know. You will tell it now. And like these term
आई एम नॉट
papers.
अबाउट वो नहीं पूछ रहा कि आप मुझसे क्या पूछने वाले हो, वो तो मैं देखूंगा, बताऊंगा, बट आई एम बेसिकली आस्किंग कुछ डिफरेंस, कि यार पहले ये था, अभी इंटरव्यू के बाद ये चीजें चमकी हैं, ऐसा.
Like this decision making things which you have answered, and this behavioral questions, I wasn't ready. Like few famous questions I've kept in my mind, but the decision making questions, and then that like problem which you solved like in the real life, this I didn't have. This is like a on spot answers which I give, like, because, so this is something which I learned.
ओके. ओके. वर्थ इट था, या ऐसा था कि यार वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम एंड मनी?
नहीं, worth it था, स्पेशली विद द बिहेवियरल, एंड इनको टैकल कैसे करना है ये मुझे नहीं पता. So I don't know
ओके.
how have I replied. You will only tell, but I have
हाँ,
done it.
बट सी देखो, मैं आपको ये चीज बताता हूँ कि इंटरव्यू इज नॉट अबाउट, मेनी पीपल मिसअंडरस्टैंड. मैं दिन का कम से कम 5 से 6 इंटरव्यूज लेता हूँ, राइट. तो बहुत कैंडिडेट से मतलब बातचीत होती रहती है, तो ऐसा है कि मैक्सिमम कैंडिडेट्स का यही होता है कि इंटरव्यूज अबाउट टेक्निकल स्टफ, तो उसके लिए तो बहुत ज्यादा प्रिपेयर्ड होते हैं. बट ऑलवेज रिमेंबर, कंपनी आपको अपना समय दे रही है, सिर्फ टेक्निकल चीजें चेक करना नहीं है उनको. अगर ऐसा होता तो 1 घंटे का एग्जाम कंडक्ट कर लेती, हजारों लोगों का टेक्निकल स्टफ चेक कर लेती. दे आर बेसिकली स्पेंडिंग देयर हेल लाइक हाफ एन आवर और 1 आवर मे बी, टू चेक यू एज अ पर्सनैलिटी, हाउ यू आर, राइट. अब एक चीज है, इंटरव्यू में द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज ऑनेस्टी. अगर कोई मुझको 1 CR का पैकेज देगा, मैं खुद जॉब छोड़ के चला जाऊंगा. सो इट्स नॉट लाइक कि अगर आप उसमें यस बोल देते कि नहीं भाई, मतलब मुझे 1 CR का पैकेज अगर कोई कंपनी दे रही है,
हाँ, यहाँ
तो
पे.
आप उसको ऐसे रिप्लाई करते कि यस, वो कंपनी मेरी वर्थ समझ रही है, मे बी आप नहीं समझ रहे हो, तभी तो वो मुझे ये पैकेज दे रही है ना.
सही बात है भाई. बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल.
तो मुंह पे तमाचा मारने में कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, अगर उसको प्यार से मारा जाए. ऐसा नहीं है कि यार मुझे TCS में जॉब चाहिए, तो यार मैं मतलब शुगर कोटिंग करना है. बिल्कुल इट्स इंपॉर्टेंट, बट एट द सेम टाइम इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू बी रियलिस्टिक. ये चेक किया जाता
ठीक
है
है.
ना. उसको ऐसे नहीं बोलना सर 1 CR का पैकेज है तो मैं चली जाऊंगी. ये पूछते हैं डेफिनेटली, मतलब देयर इज अ स्ट्रॉन्ग चांस कि ये पूछे. नहीं पूछ रहा है तो इंटरव्यू
So
की
now
मर्जी है
I know
है
how
ना. तो
to
उसमें
reply.
अगर आप ये बोलोगे कि नहीं 1 CR में जाओगे, तो उसमें लगेगा मनी माइंडेड. उसको ऐसे फ्रेम करो कि सर अगर कोई कंपनी मुझे 1 CR दे रही है, तो उसने मेरी वर्थ देखी होगी. तो कहीं ना कहीं आप मेरी वर्थ देखने में पीछे रह गए हैं, तो ऑब्वियसली मेरी वर्थ जहां होगी मैं वहां जाऊंगी. इट्स नॉट द पॉइंट ऑफ 1 CR, इट्स द पॉइंट ऑफ
Yeah, yeah.
वर्थ, है ना. ठीक है. हाँ, रेज्यूमे पे बात कर लेते हैं सबसे पहले. तो इफ यू हैव अ वर्क एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ 2 years, आप नोट मत करो, आपको पूरा रिकॉर्डिंग मिल जाएगा. मे बी करना है तो कर लो, बट ऐसा
सर
है कि
मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है ना, 3 बजे इंटरव्यू है, तो मैं लिख लूंगी
हाँ
तो
हाँ
मुझे
हाँ,
मिल जाएगा.
लिख लो लिख लो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. तो उसमें ये है कि अगर आपको अपने रेज्यूमे में वर्क एक्सपीरियंस लिखना है और वो आउट ऑफ आईटी था.
सर मैं एक चीज बताना भूल गई. जो
हम्म.
जो 2 साल में जो मेरा छूटा था ना, उसमें मैं एसएससी के लिए तो प्रिपेयर कर रही थी, फिर बीच में थोड़ी मेरी तबीयत, कोरोना हो गया तो मेरी
हम्म.
थोड़ी तबीयत भी खराब हो गई थी. फिर
हम्म,
उस पर मैंने ना 2020 में आई हैव टेकन एडमिशन इन एमसीए इग्नू, तो मैंने फर्स्ट
हम्म,
सेमेस्टर कंप्लीट किया है विद आई हैव पास्ड इन ऑल द सब्जेक्ट्स विद लाइक आई गॉट लाइक 67 70%, लाइक आई
हम्म,
स्कोर्ड
हम्म,
वेल,
हम्म,
जिस हिसाब से
हम्म,
इग्नू का होता है। सो
हम्म,
कैन
हम्म,
आई राइट इन देयर, सो वो 1 साल का हो जाएगा एक्सपीरियंस, मतलब
हम्म,
पिछले साल मैं एनरोल्ड हूँ, मेरे पास मार्कशीट भी है।
हम्म, हाँ लिख सकते हो, बट वो यही पूछेंगे कि लाइक पहले बीएससी किया विच वाज रिलेटेड टू कंप्यूटर साइंस,
हाँ तो
फिर आप नॉन कंप्यूटर साइंस में चले गए, देन यू आर अगेन इनटू कंप्यूटर साइंस। दिस शोज इंस्टेबिलिटी ऑफ, सी यार मैं आपको बहुत सिंपल पॉइंट करता हूँ, बच्चे ये समझते नहीं, इसलिए मैं मॉक इंटरव्यू लेता हूँ ताकि पर्सनली जाके उनको बता पाऊँ। एवरीथिंग योर दिस रेज्यूमे, your way of sitting, way of dressing, way of talking, way of answering is to judge how you are as a personality. This is interview, your personal interview, है ना? एग्जाम पर्सनल नहीं होता, बट इंटरव्यू पर्सनल होता है। इट्स अबाउट योर पर्सनैलिटी। मैंने 9 इंटरव्यूज क्रैक किए, यू नो व्हाई? टीसीएस डिजिटल का भी मेरा जब इंटरव्यू हुआ था, आई वाज, मेरे सारे दोस्त देवर इन, मेरे कॉलेज में से 3 बच्चे सब डिजिटल के लिए सिलेक्ट हुए थे आउट ऑफ हेल 600 700 पीपल। इंटरव्यू में लगभग लगभग 23 to 25 कैंडिडेट सेलेक्ट हुए थे, एंड सबके मन में ये था, और डिजिटल है तो न्यू टेक्नोलॉजीज आना चाहिए, टेक्निकली बहुत साउंड होना चाहिए। आई वाज लाइक कि नहीं भाई, ट्रेनिंग में सब सिखा देंगे, दे आर देयर टू चेक माई पर्सनैलिटी, हाउ एम आई एज अ पर्सन। और मेरा पूरा फोकस उसी पर रहा, 9 के 9 इंटरव्यूज, आज तक मैं किसी इंटरव्यू में फेल नहीं हुआ। तो इवन आप अगर वो लिखते हो ना, अच्छा वो आपने नहीं लिखा,
हम्म
आप जब वो लिख रहे हो ना, तो पॉइंट क्या आ रहा है उसमें कि यार अनस्टेबल पर्सन है भाई। कंप्यूटर साइंस कर रही थी, नॉन सीएस में गई, फिर सीएस में आई, हो सकता है यार टीसीएस के बाद फिर नॉन सीएस में चली जाए,
सही बात।
फिर से एसएससी का पेपर दे दे। तो इवन आप आपसे पूछेंगे ये 2 साल का गैप क्यों है,
हम्म
तो यू हैव टू से कि सर मेरी जो बीएससी थी वहां से मुझे जितना आउटपुट मैंने एक्सपेक्ट किया था, मेरा कॉलेज वाज ओके, मुझे वो नहीं मिला। और मैं उस सिचुएशन में नहीं थी कि मैं एमएससी कर पाऊँ, तुरंत एमसीए कर पाऊँ, आई वाज इन नीड ऑफ अ जॉब। तो मैंने जो भी मेरे पास इमीडिएट ऑप्शंस थे, बट माय हार्ट वाज ऑलवेज विद आईटी।
हम्म
देखा आपने कितने प्यार से क्यूरेट कर दिया उस आंसर को।
तो
दे आर
सर
नॉट गोइंग टू चेक योर बैंक स्टेटमेंट्स कि तुम्हारे पिताजी के बैंक में कितना बैलेंस है ना? तो उस उनको बता सकते हो कि मेरी मजबूरी थी वो करना, बट माय हार्ट वाज विद आईटी, इसलिए मैं वापस आई। और वापस भी आई तो इतना सॉलिड कम बैक किया, आप देख सकते हो, है ना?
तो
इवन
सर
मैं अपने एसएससी में भी थी तो थोड़ा थोड़ा मैं करती रहती थी, मतलब आईटी पर। हाँ।
सर लाइक मैं ऐसे बोल सकती हूँ कि निमसेट एग्जाम लाइक इतना मतलब इतना डिफिकल्ट भी नहीं होता, पर इतना आसान भी नहीं होता। सो
हम्म,
पीपल टेक 2 years गैप, लाइक इफ आई दे वांट टू गो
हम्म,
टू एनआईटी त्रिची एंड ऑल, कि उनको चाहिए त्रिची या सूरत कल, तो वो तो 2 year का ड्रॉप भी कर देते हैं। सो
हम्म,
कैन आई से दैट कि फॉर दिस आई वाज प्रिपेयरिंग एंड देन आई गॉट दिस रैंक, बट
हाँ
आई
बोल बोल सकते हो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, बट उनको ये बोलना कि मतलब एमसीए के बाद एक ये होता है, उनको ये रहता है कि एमटेक के लिए तो नहीं जाने वाला, पीएचडी के लिए तो नहीं जाने वाला। तो यू शुड क्लियर के सर पढ़ लिया मैंने जितना पढ़ना था, नाउ आई एम फेड अप ऑफ विद दिस थ्योरी पार्ट, आई वांट रियल लाइफ एक्सपोजर, इसलिए मुझे कंपनी ज्वाइन करना है।
तो सर एमसीए तो होता ही है कंप्यूटर एप्लीकेशन का, तो उसमें
इसके
तो
बाद कई लोग एमटेक भी कर लेते हैं, कई लोग
हाँ
पीएचडी के लिए भी चले
कर
जाते
लेते हैं,
हैं।
वो तो बीटेक
तो
में भी
मुझे
करते हैं।
ऐसे एम्प्लॉय नहीं चाहिए ना भाई, जो मेरी कंपनी छोड़ने का कोई जिसके पास रीजन हो। तभी आपके पिताजी, आपकी माताजी और आपके भैया के बारे में पूछा गया, कहीं पिताजी का बिजनेस हो, समझ रहे हो? तो ये चीज हो जाती है। उसके अलावा देखो, सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज, मैं आपका रेज्यूम देख के ना रिजेक्ट कर देता, नीचे देखते ही नहीं, ऊपर ही देख के रिजेक्ट कर देता, क्योंकि आपने अपने रेज्यूम में अपनी फोटो नहीं डाली कहीं पर भी, इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। ठीक है, आपने अपने रेज्यूम में अपने कॉलेज का आइकन नहीं लगाया, इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, इससे रेज्यूमे आपका फॉर्मल दिखता है। उसके अलावा एनी रेज्यूमे इज इनकम्प्लीट। मैं आपको एक, चलो पहले एग्जांपल बताता हूँ, बाद में बताऊंगा। मेरा एक स्टूडेंट था, बहुत ब्रिलियंट स्टूडेंट था, 3 इंटरव्यूज में बैक टू बैक रिजेक्ट, फर्स्ट राउंड क्लियर, इंटरव्यू में बोलते सर मेरे से बस टेल मी अबाउट योरसेल्फ पूछते थे, रिजेक्ट कर देते थे। फिर मैंने कहा आप मॉक इंटरव्यू शेड्यूल करो, उसका रेज्यूमे देखा, career objective was missing. Career objective is the most important and a compulsory part of resume, बच्चे इस चीज को रियलाइज नहीं करते। सब रेज्यूम सेम था, उसने सिर्फ करियर ऑब्जेक्टिव इंक्लूड किया 5 कंपनीज बैक टू बैक, टिक। तो यार मैं ये पर्चा देख रहा हूं, मैं ये रिज्यूम देख रहा हूं, भाई मुझे बंदी का ऑब्जेक्टिव ही नहीं पता, क्या ऑब्जेक्टिव है उसकी लाइफ का, देन व्हाट इज द पॉइंट ऑफ दिस, है ना। तो अपने रेज्यूमे में करियर ऑब्जेक्टिव मेंशन कर लेना अभी 3 बजे के पहले, है ना। उसमें भी करियर ऑब्जेक्टिव में ऐसा मत लिखना कि मुझे डेटा साइंस मशीन लर्निंग, इट शुड बी जनरल। I want to be a part of organization where I can contribute to the best of my technical skills, where I can learn and grow more and be of some use to organization as well as my personal outlook should also develop. इस तरीके का आप कुछ बना सकते हो जनरिक,
as well as my personal.
as well as my personal well-being, है ना। बाकी आपने जो कोर्स आई थिंक रेज्यूम एंड इंटरव्यू प्रिपरेशन कोर्स लिया है ना, उसमें मेरा रेज्यूमे होगा, वहां से करियर ऑब्जेक्टिव कॉपी मार लेना,
सर वो खुल नहीं रहा।
मैं आपको अलग से भेज दूंगा, ठीक है।
सर तो अब मैं लाइक पूरा रिज्यूमे दोबारा बनाऊं तो उसमें बहुत सारे।
रेज्यूमे दोबारा नहीं बनाना है, उसमें सिर्फ करियर ऑब्जेक्टिव वाला पार्ट ऐड कर देना यहाँ पे प्रोजेक्ट के ऊपर, कोई दिक्कत थोड़ी ना है। इधर आपके नाम के नीचे ये जो प्रोजेक्ट बनाया है ना आपने,
हाँ,
इसके वहां मेंशन कर देना, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है।
करियर ऑब्जेक्टिव वाला और क्या क्या मैं लाइक इंक्लूड करना है, लाइक मैं वो रिसर्च पेपर्स तो इंक्लूड कर दूंगी।
नहीं और कुछ नहीं है, बस इसमें एक दो चीजें और है। जब आप 10th और 12th लिखते हो ना, तो 10th और 12th की मार्किंग के साथ आपको बोर्ड भी लिखना होता है कि कौन सा बोर्ड। जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल 83% इज टू मच फॉर यूपी बोर्ड, इट्स टू लेस फॉर अ सीबीएसई बोर्ड,
हाँ,
है ना। तो इवन आप किस बोर्ड से ग्रेजुएट हुए वो लिखना पड़ता है, ठीक है। बाकी सब ठीक है। बाकी आपने जो भी लिंक्स मेरे को दिए हैं ना, दे आर नॉट क्लिकेबल, एक भी लिंक। अच्छा,
नहीं सर
हम्म।
सारे मैंने चेक किए हैं।
हाँ हाँ हाँ, ओके ओके, गॉट इट, अभी हो रहा है, आई डोंट नो क्यों नहीं हो रहा था, ठीक है। गुड इनफ, गुड इनफ, ठीक है। बाकी रेज्यूम परफेक्ट है। अच्छा हाँ, एक चीज और, नीचे ना डिक्लेरेशन लिखना होता है, आई हेयर बाय कंक्लूड दैट एवरीथिंग विच आई हैव मेंशन्ड इज टू द बेस्ट करेक्ट एंड टू द बेस्ट ऑफ माय नॉलेज। अपना साइन करो यहाँ पर, ठीक है। और किस प्लेस से और किस डेट पे साइन कर रहे हो वो लिखना है राइट हैंड साइड पे, ठीक है।
तो सर लाइक जो रिज्यूमे है अ, उसमें मैं फोटो तो अब मैं कैसे ऐड करूँ, उसमें फोटो का ऑप्शन नहीं आता।
नहीं तो आपने किसी टेम्पलेट से चुराया है क्या ये, मतलब या खुद से वर्ड वर्ड में बनाया है।
वर्ड में थोड़ी बनाया है, ओवरलीफ पे बनाया है, मतलब मैंने मेरे
ओवरलीफ,
सारे
तो
दोस्त।
ओवरलीफ में फोटो वाले भी तो होंगे ना ऑप्शन रिज्यूमे के।
तो सब पता नहीं, ओवरलीफ में बहुत टाइम लगता है। मैंने तो सोचा ये बेस्ट है। मेरा एक दोस्त था, मतलब वो डीटीयू में था, तो उसने कहा उन सब ने यही सबमिट किया था, तो मैंने फिर तो उसी के उससे बना दिया। और हमारे सर भी
ठीक
डीटीयू
है,
में।
अभी अभी चलेगा, डिजिटल का आप दे दो, लेकिन इसके बाद आप कर लेना इंटरव्यू के बाद वर्क, ठीक है।
तो मतलब फोटो
लेकिन
ना डालू ना।
नहीं मत डालो, ठीक है, चलेगा, मतलब अगर डाल डाल सकते हैं तो ठीक है, बट लेकिन अभी ये है कि समय कम है ना आपके पास।
मेरे को
तो
पढ़ना भी है, अपना भी बहुत सारा बचा है। तो
हाँ, तो करियर ऑब्जेक्टिव बस डाल देना और नीचे डिक्लेरेशन लिख देना, ठीक है, वो तो कर सकते हो
करियर
ना।
करियर ऑब्जेक्टिव,
और डिक्लेरेशन नीचे।
क्योंकि सब फोटो तो वो मेरी देख लेंगे ना।
हम्म।
करियर ऑब्जेक्टिव
अरे देखने को तो वो सब देख लेंगे, वो दिक्कत नहीं होती, बट एक प्रोटोकॉल होता है ना,
सब
ठीक
मेरे
है।
पास जो मेरे कॉलेज के उसका है, लाइक मैं एक मेरे पास एक ये है, तो इसमें शेयर स्क्रीन का ऑप्शन आता है।
होगा, देखो नीचे।
हाँ शेयर का है।
हम्म।
एक ये वाला रिज्यूमे है, वो तो हमारे टीएनपी का है, तो वो तो मैंने लाइक लिया नहीं था। कौन सा था, एक मिनट, टीएनपी वाला कहाँ है? मैंने तो सर जानबूझ के ये डाला था, मुझे लगा ये अच्छा है।
नहीं अच्छा लग रहा है, नीट एंड क्लीन है, एवरीथिंग इज गुड, बट करियर ऑब्जेक्टिव से यार देखो, सी आकांक्षा, मैं आपको एक चीज ऑनेस्टली बताऊं, कोई रेज्यूमे का हार्ड एंड फास्ट रूल नहीं होता यार। इट ऑल डिपेंड्स कि इंटरव्यू और कितना सनका हुआ है उस पर डिपेंड करता है। तो हम ना रिस्क नहीं लेना, मतलब मैं कभी नहीं चाहता कि मेरा कोई भी बच्चा ना रिस्क लेके जाए। बाकी अभी फोटो और आइकन रहने तो बस करियर ऑब्जेक्टिव और डिक्लेरेशन मेंशन कर देना, ठीक है।
फोटो
इंटरव्यू वाइज एवरीथिंग इज ओके, मुझे ऐसा सच कुछ नहीं लगा, बट हाँ ये है कि आपने अपने रेज्यूम में जो चीजें मेंशन की है ना, उनका थोड़ा सा बेसिक आइडिया कच्चा है। आपको आई नो जावा में एडवांस कॉन्सेप्ट खूब अच्छे से आते हैं, हैश मैप वगैरह सब कुछ आता है, बट यार मोर और लेस वेन एवर यू राइट एनी सब्जेक्ट ना, दे ट्राई टू गेट ओवर द
हटा दूं,
बेसिक आइडिया।
हटा
क्या?
दूं। लाइक मैं बेसिक आइडिया लाइक सी सी प्लस प्लस का मैंने लाइक बताया
अच्छा,
था
मैं
कि
आपको एक चीज बताता हूँ। अगर सिर्फ रेज्यूमे से सिलेक्शन हो रहा होता ना, तो फिर इंटरव्यू लेते ही नहीं भाई, सबके रेज्यूम मंगा लेते और बोलते चलो ये सिलेक्टेड, ये रिजेक्टेड। रेज्यूमे का इंटरव्यू का पर्पस ही होता है कि आप कितने सच्चे व्यक्ति हो ये जानना, आपका रेज्यूम कितना सच्चा है ये जानना। इफ यू आर अ ऑनेस्ट पर्सनैलिटी यू विल रिमेन ऑनेस्ट इन द कंपनी एज वेल। इफ यू आर अ डिसऑनेस्ट पर्सनैलिटी यू विल बी डिसऑनेस्ट इन, तो वही मैं बोल रहा हूँ, इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी कि आप 10 चीजें लिखो, उससे नहीं सिलेक्शन होता है। 10 की जगह आप 5 लिखो, बट यू शुड बी 100% कॉन्फिडेंट इन दैट वॉट एवर यू आर राइटिंग। और ये ना, ये बच्चों वाली हरकतें मत करो, ये फेमिलियर इंटरमीडिएट नहीं लिखना होता। रेज्यूम में कोई चीज लिखी है इट मीन्स मुझे आती है, नहीं आती है तो मैं नहीं लिखूंगा। यार रेज्यूम आपका टेम्पलेट है, जब आप टीवी खरीदने जाते हो तो टेम्पलेट देखते हो ना पहले। टेम्पलेट में ऐसा लिखा रहता है कि टीवी का वॉल्यूम ठीक ठीक है, कलर ओके ओके है, नहीं ना। जो बेस्ट ऑफ द बेस्ट फीचर्स होते हैं वही मेंशन करते हैं, जो नहीं होते वो नहीं मेंशन करते हैं, सिंपल सी बात है।
सर सीपीपी मैंने इसलिए लाइक लिखा नहीं, वो पूछेंगे कि तुम्हें सी सीपीपी भी बेसिक नहीं आती, मतलब मुझे सी तो अच्छे से आती है, सीपीपी में।
पूछते हैं, सी जब वो पूछेंगे तो बता देना। और जब आप अपना इंट्रोडक्शन देते हो ना, टेल मी समथिंग अबाउट योर सेल्फ, उसमें आप उनको ये बता सकते हो कि सी एंड सी प्लस प्लस भी मुझे आती है, सर मैंने रिज्यूम में इसलिए नहीं मेंशन की बिकॉज आई वाज क्लियर विद द बेसिक पार्ट, बहुत ज्यादा डाइव डीप नहीं किया। जैसे आपने आईओटी का मुझे बताया कि सर मैंने मेंशन नहीं किया बट मुझे आता था, तो ऐसे लिख सकते हैं, है
तो
ना।
फिर वो बोलेंगे कुछ ही नहीं आता तुमको, तो लाइक फिर इसलिए मैंने।
अरे नहीं भाई, मेरा मेरा मैं आपको रेज्यूम सेलेक्ट बताऊंगा, 9 कंपनी बंदे ने फोड़ी है, मेरे रेज्यूम में क्या लिखा है पता है? सी सी प्लस प्लस जावा डीबीएमएस, बस 4 चीजें। तो 100 चीजें लिखने से नहीं सिलेक्शन होता, आप जो लिख रहे हो कितना आता है। डीबीएमएस में मेरे से उनने बस केवल इतना पूछ लिया था गलती से, डिजिटल में ही नॉर्मलाइजेशन क्या होता है, 16 मिनट तक बंदे को नॉर्मलाइजेशन समझा के आया हूं मैं। मैंने कहा लाओ एक पेन और पेपर दो जरा, 1NF 2NF 3NF 4NF 5NF एसक्यूएल क्वेरी टेबल फ्यूचर स्कोप सब बता के आया था। तो मैंने, मेरा एक ही था, मैं कम लिखूंगा लेकिन जो लिखूंगा ना वो मुझे आना चाहिए, बस ये है पर्पस अल्टीमेटली, है ना।
तो फिर मैं
ठीक
सी
है,
और जावा ही लिखूं।
हाँ सी जावा लिख सकते हो या लिख दो, वैसे ये भी ठीक है फैमिलियर वाला पार्ट, बट थोड़ा सा अनप्रोफेशनल
पर
लगता
मैंने ना उन लोगों को देख के ही किया है, लाइक जिन लोगों से मैंने आपको बताया ना, वो उन सब ने लिखा था कि बेसिक इंटरमीडिएट, तो मैंने उन सब का पूरा कोलअप देख देख के देखा है, वो तो
है।
बड़ी
देखो वो कई बार क्या होता है ना, सामने से पूछ लेते हैं हाउ डू यू रेट योर सेल्फ इन जावा, अकॉर्डिंगली दे लास्ट क्वेश्चंस। और देखो अगेन मैं बोल रहा हूँ कोई रूल नहीं होता, इट ऑल डिपेंड्स कि इंटरव्यूअर का मूड कैसा है और वो किस टाइप का है। तो लिखा रहने दे सकते हैं, कोई बात नहीं है, फर्स्ट इंटरव्यू है, एक बार देखते हैं कैसा क्या होता है। बाकी हाँ, करियर ऑब्जेक्टिव जरूर मेंशन कर दो, वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। और इंटरव्यू वाइज इट्स फाइन, कोई टेंशन नहीं है।
मतलब
ठीक
सर
है,
सिलेक्शन हो जाएगा कि नहीं
हो
लाइक।
जाएगा बट फॉर्मल कपड़े पहनोगे तो।
अरे वो तो मेरे को पहननी है, मैंने पूरी ड्रेस है, मैं कहा आपके साथ तभी तो नॉर्मल पैसे भी है, वो तो मैं पूरी अभी रेडी होंगी।
हाँ हाँ, तो
और
मॉक इंटरव्यू में भी रेडी होके आने का बोला था, वैसे आपने शायद फॉर्म पढ़ा नहीं, कोई बात नहीं।
फॉर्म मेरे को सर
बट
मिल नहीं रहा था गूगल फॉर्म, मेरे को
कोई
ओपन
बात
ही
नहीं,
नहीं हो
कोई
रहा।
बात नहीं। ये ठीक है, डन करते हैं। और कुछ पूछना है आपको? हाँ बाकी मम्मी पापा जो भी आए थे बीच में, मतलब उनको बोलना इंटरव्यू के टाइम बीच में ना आए,
हाँ हाँ,
ठीक है,
वो
स्टार्टिंग में।
मैंने बोल दिया। और सर एक
हाँ,
चीज, वो जो 2 ईयर गैप वाला है, तो एक बार फाइनल बता दो मैं क्या लिखूं, क्योंकि मुझे उसको जस्टिफाई करना बहुत जरूरी है, मैं उसको
टू
नोट
ईयर
डाउन।
गैप आप लिख दो, लिखना है नहीं लिखना है, लिख
नहीं,
दोगे
मैं
तो और अच्छा है।
मेंशन नहीं कर रही, बट अगर वो मेरे
हाँ
से उसको दिखेगा कि इट इज
हाँ,
लाइक 2000 लाइक 6 19 के बाद इट्स अ गैप, इट्स अ जंप, तो मैं
इट्स अ
उसको
गैप,
बोल
हाँ, तो
दूंगी।
उनको आप ये बताना कि सर मैंने 19 में बीएससी की थी, ठीक
हाँ
है, और जो मतलब मेरा जो प्लेसमेंट था आई वाज नॉट वेरी मच सेटिस्फाइड विद इट, या आपका लगा था कि उस समय कोई प्लेसमेंट।
सर, वो टीसीएस वो 3.5 वाली आती है ना विप्रो, मैं तो बैठी नहीं थी क्योंकि मुझे जाना ही नहीं था, मतलब ये मैं
हाँ,
ऑनेस्टली बताऊं, मेरा
हम्म
इंटरेस्ट ही नहीं
हम्म
था।
हम्म।
और सर एक और चीज, लाइक मेरा ना बिल्कुल इंटरेस्ट नहीं था उस टाइम आईटी की तरफ, क्योंकि ना मैं उतना पढ़ती भी नहीं थी, मेरे
नहीं
को
वो
था कि
सब नहीं बताना है, रुको
नहीं,
तो 1 मिनट।
आपको बता रही हूँ ताकि आप उसमें से छांट के मुझे बता सको। तो मैं पढ़ती ही नहीं थी, बट बाय द टाइम मैंने इतनी कोडिंग करी, जब मैंने इतने हाई लेवल, तो मुझे ना कोडिंग से प्यार हो गया। अब मुझे कोडिंग करने में बहुत मजे आते हैं और नई नई टेक्नोलॉजीज के बारे में। तो हाउ कैन आई फ्रेम दिस, क्योंकि पहले मुझे उसके एवेन्यूज ही नहीं पता थे।
बोलो ऐसा बताना सर, जब जो मैं अपने कॉलेज में थी तो मुझे उतना एनवायरनमेंट नहीं मिला, आईटी का उतना एक्सपोजर नहीं मिला, और
हम्म,
एज अ रिजल्ट कंपनीज भी मेरे कॉलेज में इतनी आती नहीं थी, ना आई वाज नॉट इवन अवेयर। फिर उसके बाद जब जॉब मेरी नहीं लगी तो उसके बाद फिर ऐसा था कि फैमिली सिचुएशन ऐसी थी कि यार मतलब, और मेरी एक ज़ील है सर कि मुझे एक अर्ली एज में काम करना था, मतलब ऐसा था। तो फिर
हम्म।
मैंने एसएससी वगैरह देखा, क्लियर किया, बट फिर मुझे वहां पर कुछ तो लैक लग रहा था। ऑल ऑफ अ सडन जब मैंने
एसएससी का
अपने,
बोलूं?
हाँ बोलना तो पड़ेगा ही ना, 2 साल आप कैसे जस्टिफाई करोगे, 2 साल क्या कर रहे थे, 2 साल
हाँ।
घर बैठे थे, तो ये तो और ही बुरा है।
हम्म।
फिर बोलना,
हम्म।
जब मैं एसएससी में गई, मेरे कुछ दोस्तों का प्लेसमेंट लगा आईटी में, वो बहुत अच्छा कर रहे थे, उनसे फिर धीरे धीरे मैंने कोडिंग में इंटरेस्ट डेवलप किया, मुझे मजा आने लगा। फिर एक समय बाद मैंने कहा कि यार नहीं, दिस इज नॉट द पार्ट ऑफ माई लाइफ जो मैं कर रही हूँ, मुझे आईटी में जाना है। फिर मैंने एमसीए किया, ये कॉलेज बहुत अच्छा था, यहाँ पर मुझे नेक्स्ट लेवल एक्सपोजर मिला। और एक बार फिर वो जो आपने बात बोली कि फिर मुझे सर प्यार हो गया, तो फिर तो ऐसा था कि मैं कोडिंग नहीं कर रही हूँ, कोडिंग मेरे अंदर से निकल रही है।
हाँ, मतलब ये ट्रू है कि अब मुझे कोडिंग करने में दिल से मजे आते हैं। पहले पता
हम्म।
ही नहीं था कि मतलब लोगों के
हम्म।
50-50, 60-60 लाख के भी होते, मेरे को लगा
अच्छा,
कि तीन
एक
चार
चीज
लाख
और,
वाले
एक
होते हैं।
चीज और, स्टैक कॉन्सेप्ट आपको पता है ना, जो टॉप पे रहता है वो रिफ्लेक्ट होता है, इसको बोलते हैं कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ लीडिंग द इंटरव्यू। आप अपना पिछला क्वेश्चन कहाँ पे खत्म कर रहे हो, उससे अगला क्वेश्चन आता है,
हम्म।
ठीक है। तो जब भी अपने क्वेश्चन को एंड करो, अपने इंट्रोडक्शन को भी एंड करो ना, इट शुड बी लाइक, जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल टेल मी अबाउट योर सेल्फ पूछा, आई वॉन्ट कि यार जावा पे मुझसे क्वेश्चन पूछे, तो जब आप अपने आप को इंट्रोड्यूस कर रहे होगे ना, पहले सब बता दो, आई नो सी सी ये, आई एम वेरी गुड एट जावा, और
हाँ।
खत्म कर दो। आखिरी चीज बंदे के दिमाग में रहेगी, अगला सवाल जावा पे। आपने अगर अपना क्वेश्चन का पैटर्न देखा होगा, आप, मैं कुछ प्रिपेयर नहीं करके आया, मेरे पास रैंडमली शीट है, जो टीसीएस में 50-60 क्वेश्चन पूछे जाते हैं, वो शीट है ना। अब ये शीट बस मैं रेफरेंस के लिए रखता हूँ, बट आप अपना आंसर जहां पे खत्म कर रहे थे, उससे मैं अपना अगला क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा था, इफ यू हैव नोटिस दैट,
हम्म।
राइट। तो इवन सिचुएशनल क्वेश्चंस भी होंगे, कुछ भी होंगे, तो जब आप अपना आंसर एंड कर रहे हो तो थोड़ा सेंसिबली उसको देखना है कि जिस चीज पर मैं एंड कर रही हूं, क्या उस पर कोई क्वेश्चन पूछेगा तो मैं आंसर दे पाऊंगी क्या, ये इंपॉर्टेंट है ना।
और
तो
सर,
ये वाला जो डिस्कशन होगा ना आपका 2 ईयर वाला, 100% होगा। तो
हाँ,
उसको बहुत ज्यादा ना अपने 2 ईयर पे फोकस्ड मत रखना, इसको एंड करना अपने करंट पे, कि भाई दिस इज द न्यू आकांक्षा, दिस इज व्हाट आई एम राइट नाउ, है ना।
हम्म।
ठीक है,
और
चलो।
सर, एक
हाँ
चीज
हाँ
और, लास्ट लास्ट
हाँ हाँ।
है ही जब थोड़ी देर में, मैं ये बोल रही थी क्या बोलते हैं, ये तो मैंने कर लिया। और जैसे ये जो मैंने जो रिसर्च पेपर है, मैंने मोबाइल क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग पे तो बना रखा है। मैंने ब्लॉकचेन पे ना, सच बताऊं, मुझे पता है उसकी टेक्नोलॉजी के बारे में, लाइक कैसे चलती है, बट वो मेरा नहीं है, वो मैंने दोस्त का मांगा हुआ है, क्योंकि हम सबको करना पड़ता है, तो मैंने उसको पढ़ लिया है। बट इन केस लाइक अगर मैं पूरा ना पढ़ पाऊं, तो मैं उसको
नहीं
नहीं
देखो,
डालूंगा,
बिल्कुल मत डालो।
क्योंकि वो मेरे को
मान लो
पढ़।
सामने देखो यार, एचआर में कौन जाता है, टेक्निकल में आप काम करते हो 5-6 साल कंपनी में, फिर कंपनी पूछती है कि आपको टेक्निकल में ही कंटिन्यू करना है या एचआर में जाना है। तो जो तुम्हारा इंटरव्यू ले रहे हैं, उनको टेक्निकल नॉलेज है, वो 5-6 साल टेक्निकल काम करके आए हैं। हो
हाँ,
सकता है कोई न्यू भी हो जो अभी एचआर में गया हो, रिसेंटली वो ब्लॉकचेन की प्रोजेक्ट में काम कर रहा हो, वो तुम्हारी वैसी तैसी कर देगा, अगर
तो
उसको
फिर ना,
आइडिया हुआ तो।
तो फिर मैं सर ऐसे बोल सकती हूँ कि मेरे पास, मैंने ये प्रोजेक्ट्स
यार
बनाए हैं।
आप इस बात को समझो, आपके पास अगर प्रोजेक्ट नहीं होता ना, तो ये हरकतें हम करते भी, यू ऑलरेडी हैव 3 गुड प्रोजेक्ट्स विच इज मोर देन सफिशिएंट।
नहीं सर, अभी आपने कहा ना कि टेक्नोलॉजी बेस्ड है, तो टेक्नोलॉजी पे किए नहीं है, तो मुझे बस उसी चीज का डर
बस
है।
इतना ये चीज बता देना कि सर मेरे कुछ फ्रेंड्स ने ब्लॉकचेन पर काम किया, तो आई टुक अ स्नीक पीक इनटू देयर प्रोजेक्ट, मैंने उनसे थोड़ी क्यूरियोसिटी हुई, आउट ऑफ क्यूरियोसिटी मैंने जानने की कोशिश की कि आपने प्रोजेक्ट कैसे बनाया, ब्लॉकचेन कैसे वर्क करती है। तो मुझे थोड़ा सा नॉलेज ब्लॉकचेन का वहां से हो गया, और मुझे इंटरेस्ट डेवलप हो रहा है, और मैं आगे इसको सीखने वाली हूँ, खत्म।
अच्छा, तो सर जैसे मैं अपना इंट्रोडक्शन दे रही हूँ, तो आई वुड से लाइक आई एम दिस एंड बेसिकली मैं बता दूंगी, देन आई एम अ
हम्म
टेक्नोलॉजी एंथुसियास्ट एंड
हम्म
I have like done this much projects and currently I'm working on a one project which is like at a like ending phase back end में I am working currently, और मैं बता भी दूंगी कि मैं किस पे कर रही हूँ because I am doing on that similarly and I have also a literally interest है मेरा IoT और उसमें जो क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग में, एंड इसके बारे में आई हैव लॉट ऑफ नॉलेज।
ये चीज
एंड
आपको लिखी नहीं थी, ये आपने नहीं लिखी, बिकॉज टीसीएस डिजिटल में थोड़ा सा लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजीज को इम्पोर्टेंस देते हैं, है ना।
तो फिर मैं
तो
उसको अपना ब्रीफ ओवरव्यू में लिख दूं कि आई हैव दिस दिस दिस।
नहीं, स्किल्स में डालो ना,
तो
क्लाउड एंड
सर
आईओटी।
इतना थोड़ी आता है मेरे को, मतलब
लिख दो,
बेसिक
जब
बेसिक
आप
आता
लिख ही रहे हो ब्रैकेट में आगे फेमिलियर, तो लिख दो फेमिलियर, क्या जाता
है या फिर
है ना।
मतलब।
या तो मैं तो बोलता हूँ रेज्यूमे में मत डालो, इंटरव्यू में जब बातचीत चल रही होगी ना,
हाँ,
कोई भी क्वेश्चन का आंसर दे रहे हो तो बोलो, सर 1 मिनट, आई जस्ट वांट टू शेयर वन मोर थिंग, कि ऐसा ऐसा सीन है, मुझे इनमें भी इंटरेस्ट आ रहा है।
तो फिर मैं
बस।
अभी रिज्यूमे में नहीं डाल रही, बट मैं बोल दूंगी कि आई हैव बीन
हाँ
मेंशन बिकॉज आई एम
हाँ।
नॉट एट दैट गुड एट इट, बट यस
हम्म
आई एम डेवलपिंग लाइक मेरे को क्लाउड
हम्म हम्म
कंप्यूटिंग,
हम्म हम्म।
SaaS और वो सब मुझे अच्छे से पता है, तो वो मेरे को।
आकांक्षा, मैं अगर आप मुझसे पूछोगे कि सर फेलियर का मेरा एक रीजन क्या हो सकता है, तो मैं आपको बताऊंगा, ओवर एंथुसियास्टिक, ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस में मे बी आपकी नैया डूब सकती है। बी मॉडरेट, हैव अ लर्निंग एजिलिटी, बस इतना चाहिए उनको,
ये मेरी कमी है।
है
तो
ना।
सर मैं।
हैव अ लर्निंग एजिलिटी, सर मैं ये भी सीख रही हूँ, सर मैं ये भी सीख रही हूँ। अ, अभी मेरा पता नहीं सर, ऐसा फेज है कि एकदम खून गर्म है, एंथुजियाज्म है, मेरा मन कर रहा है कि मैं सब कुछ सीख लूं। तो जब तक आप मुझे ज्वाइनिंग दोगे, मे बी आफ्टर 4 मंथ्स 5 मंथ्स ना, तब तक तो मैं नेक्स्ट लेवल पे फोड़ चुकी हूँ। यही चाहिए यार उनको, और कुछ नहीं चाहिए, है ना। वो सब सिखा देंगे जो आपको चाहिए, लेकिन उनको मेनली व्हाट दे आर लुकिंग एट इज द लर्निंग एबिलिटी, है कि नहीं, बंदी ऑनेस्ट है कि नहीं, एटीट्यूड ठीक है कि नहीं लाइफ को लेकर के, दैट्स इट। लीडरशिप एबिलिटी है कि नहीं, दैट्स इट। और जो उसने चीजें यहाँ पर लिखी हैं वो जस्टिफाई कर पा रही है कि नहीं, दैट्स इट।
तो
एंड
फिर मैं।
ऑलवेज ऑलवेज आउट ऑफ 5 लाइन्स विच यू आर टेलिंग, फिफ्थ लाइन विल बी ऑन हिज टॉप, और वही उसको सुनाई देगी तेजी से। So whatever answer you are giving, especially in the HR part, it should end in learning ability. That's it. मैंने आपसे पूछा आपकी वीकनेस क्या है, आपने बता दी। आपने ये नहीं बताया आप क्या कर रहे हो उसको इम्प्रूव करने के लिए। आपने बोला हाँ मैं इम्प्रूव करूँ, कैसे। गेटिंग माई पॉइंट।
कैसे ये भी बोलना होता है?
हाँ यार, मेरी मुझसे कोई पूछे मेरी वीकनेस क्या है, तो मैं उसको ये तो बताऊंगा मेरी कमियों पे मैं काम कर रहा हूँ, ऐसे कर रहा हूँ। भैया आप कंपनी में काम करोगे, आपके अंदर कुछ कमियां रहेंगी, आप काम नहीं करोगे क्या उस पर, है
सो
ना।
लाइक अब जैसे मैं इसमें क्या ही बोलूँ कि डिटेल ज्यादा डेप्थ में करती हूँ, तो हाउ, तो आई एम वर्किंग ऑन इट
नहीं
कि
बोलो, आई एम मतलब मैं काम में बहुत ज्यादा डूब जाती थी, कई बार मेरी हेल्थ भी कॉम्प्रोमाइज हुई। बट नाउ आई एम कि मैंने एक अपना रेगुलर शेड्यूल फिक्स कर लिया कि मैं टॉप मोस्ट प्रायोरिटी विल बी कि मैं हाफ एन आवर जिम करूंगी या योगा करूंगी। कौन देखने आ रहा है तुम्हारे घर पे यार, बोल
हाँ,
दो।
बात तो है। तो सर अब
हम्म
लास्ट थिंग है कि मैं क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग और आईओटी ब्लॉकचेन थोड़ा थोड़ा बोल दूं ना, कि बस मैं
सी
डाल नहीं
इट
दूं।
इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द फ्लो ऑफ द इंटरव्यू। अगर आपको लग रहा है कि यार ऑलरेडी बहुत अच्छा जा रहा है और मैं
हम्म।
अपने पैरों पे कुल्हाड़ी नहीं मारना चाह रही हूँ, तो मत बोलना। अगर लगता है कि यार थोड़ा सा लो जा रहा है, मे बी दे हैव 1 or 2 रीजन टू रिजेक्ट मी, आई हैव टू बाउंस बैक, तब बोल देना।
अच्छा, तो मतलब लाइक खुद के उससे कॉमन सेंस से आई वुड डू दैट। ठीक है, तो बस बस ठीक है, थैंक यू सर।
ठीक है। सो गाइज, दिस वाज द एंड ऑफ मॉक इंटरव्यू। मैं उम्मीद करता हूं आपने बहुत सारी चीजें सीखी होंगी। यदि आप भी अपना मॉक इंटरव्यू शेड्यूल कराना चाहते हैं तो डिस्क्रिप्शन में आपको लिंक दिख रही है, मॉक इंटरव्यू बाय यशजन सर। जा करके अपना मॉक इंटरव्यू जरूर से शेड्यूल कराएं, ताकि मैं आपको बता पाऊं कि आपने इंटरव्यू में कैसा परफॉर्म किया और क्या क्या आपके अंदर स्कोप ऑफ इंप्रूवमेंट है। वीडियो को लाइक करें, सब्सक्राइब करें, दोस्तों में शेयर करें। थैंक यू सो मच।